You're not going to be happy all the time. You can't make your customers happy all the time. You can't make your potential clients or applicants happy all the time. Or they may come across being a pain in the butt. Expect this. If you're brand new in the industry of fingerprinting, this can happen a lot. No matter what you say, do, think, plan, organize, how you want to call it, you're still going to have those customers, those applicants, those people, those neighbors, your competition trying to badmouth you 24/7, 365 days. Well, this year's leap year, 366 days a year. So be prepared for it. When you get calls and they try and tell you that your prices are too high, from their perception, they're right. From their belief, they're right. From them trying to attack you, belittle you, convince you to lower your prices, they're right, or that's their plan to begin with. They may say, I checked online and your prices double somebody else's prices. Well, heck, where are they checking that? Tell them to go there. That's just the truth. One person came to us before and said, I saw online the rolling fee was X amount of dollars, and you guys are charging this price. What you going to do about it? Well, we could print out the directions for you. You go to the other location and get the lower rate. Oh, but they're in Bakersfield, or they're in a different city or a different state. That happens. When you set your prices, remember, keeping this real, you need to set your prices, your fees of what you bring to the table. No matter how you feel that their value or their conversation may not be correct, you need to set your prices and stick with them. Don't let them dictate to you what you should be charging. Here's a little hint. When you have your prices for rolling fees, for example, if they're not barking back at your prices, in most cases, your prices are too low. Understand that. If you have certain type of prices in the industry, any type of business industry, and people are not barking back at your prices, not one person, chances are your prices are too low. Just keeping it real. And people complain all the time, yet they're still going to pay for it. Now, I got a whole bunch of girls out there raised. I love my daughters. They go to certain places called the beauty salon, the hair shop. They get their nails done. They get their hair done. All right? They pay X amount of dollars to get their hair done. In my perspective, you could do it yourself. All right? Yeah, I got the special haircut right here. But I will still pay sometime to go to that country club, that barber shop, to get my hair cut to look just like this, and we'll pay them. Even though I could do it myself, but it's the value that I receive, and I won't complain about the prices, because yes, I could do it myself. I want it done their way. It feels different. It makes me happy. It's a cool place to hang out. Have the same type of environment when you have your fingerprinting services. Now, people are still going to bark at prices, but don't take everything personal. Another thing is, there are times where clients come to you, tell you one thing, and you go ahead and provide the proper service from what they told you. For example, on an ink card, and those folks, this is called an ink card. This is your typical 258 ink card, 258 ink card. They may say, I need a fingerprint on an FD 258 ink card. Do you have those here? Great. You go ahead and you fingerprint them on those ink cards and give them back to them. They say, I need this for FINRA. I need 258 ink cards. I need this for FINRA, FINRA. I need your fingerprint me on 2 FD58 ink cards. And you do it. And later on, they're going to contact you and say, you know what? You messed up. My cards didn't go through. My broker dealer said things were missing. Why didn't you fix it ahead of time? I want my money back. You did it wrong. And they blame you. Now, you're not always responsible for every single agency in your state. You're not always responsible for every single agency in the country. The applicants are responsible for working with the requesting agency to get the right information, get the current information, and share that information to you, especially on ink cards and live scans. where it say, hey, I need this particular ink card done with the following information on it. You should be asking, okay, where's the information? We're supposed to fingerprint you. Do you have any written instructions to let us know what we should be doing? If they tell you no, you're not really responsible because you can't know everything. But they will come back and point fingers at you. They may go ahead and request a chargeback, gotten this email from their boss later on saying that you, the technician, messed up. And these are true events happening again today. One of our members. This happens all the time. And I share it with the particular member. It's not their fault. But if they reply to you in an email about saying something that you did wrong, you need to reply back immediately in a short period of time frame, short period turnaround, stating the facts and putting it back on them. People are saying, I understand now you have new information about fingerprinting and ink cards. We require additional information. Unfortunately, there is no refunds for service provided to you, but we're more than welcome to fingerprint you again on ink cards you could bring to us that might be pre-stamped. It's going to happen. You don't have to go around trying to call up all these agencies, get this information because they're too lazy to do it. I'm just keeping this real, folks. I'm just keeping this real. Now, when we talked about the pricing, you don't want to go around trying to see what everybody else is doing for pricing. I don't give a darn, nor should you. You might try to compete with the police station where their price is a lot lower. But see, the police station has the big word called, don't start with the letter B, and so do we all. The police station has a budget, the big letter B. You and I, we got bills. Our bills fund their budget. So when folks tell you sometimes your price is cheaper than down the street of the police station, explain to them that the police station has a budget and you have bills. Two different words, two different meanings. If they want to go to the police station, wish them the best. But they don't want to, for tons of reasons why. So don't back down off your prices. Stick with your guns. Bring to the table and share with them what you bring to the table. If they keep barking at your price, the same type of crowd, maybe you're marketing the wrong crowd. Different audience. Our location, we have Beverly Hills, Brentwood, Bel Air, Rodeo Drive. Some parts of the neighborhood we call Rodeo Drive. Marina Del Rey, Playa Vista, Playa Del Rey, all this playing different names out there. That's our neighborhood. That's our market. We get other ones surrounding them too, but that's not our main avatar. So our prices are based on who we attract. Can we bring professionalism to the table? Our technicians are highly skilled and certified and licensed. We know what we're doing. We know the industry quite well. When they come to us, we correct them, sometimes giving the wrong information. We let them know sometimes that they're not really sure. Always contact the requesting agency for clarification. Let me repeat myself. If they're not really sure, have them always to contact their requesting agency for clarification. Despite what you know, they still have to feel warm and fuzzy, and they should contact the requesting agency. 3 times now I said that for clarification. That way they can't come back and blame you because they're too lazy to read the instructions. They're too lazy to send the requesting agency an email. They're too lazy to go ahead and just call them. Because they probably told us to begin with what to get done, and they misplaced the email, it got deleted, they lost the paperwork, they didn't want to read it, they just want to give it to you. Let's keep this real, folks. Another thing is we don't want you to do, and they're going to try and do it to you. Oh, my paperwork's right here. Here it is. They want you to read it. I'll look at the phone, see a pretty nice phone, but we can't touch your phone because of company compliance, because if we drop it, we're responsible. You should read it and let me know what we should be aware of, because that's their job. Don't let their laziness fall on you. Keeping it real, folks. If you got the questions, post them below in the comment section, and we get back with your questions. Another thing is sometimes, folks, they're going to come to you with the required paperwork on their cell phone and expect you to print it out for them. They expect you to have all the stuff done for them because they're too lazy to do it themselves. I use the word lazy because that's the truth. Now, if you choose to print that for them, you're opening up your system to viruses. That's not a fun thing. If you do choose to print out for them, it's costing you money. You're losing time to stop what you're doing to get someone else to service somebody else while you're trying to print out these emails that may not come to you right away. They might take forever to come to you. Then you have to use your paper, your ink, and your time to satisfy this particular customer while your other customers waiting because they didn't do the thing they should be doing to begin with. And the thing is, most people wouldn't even think about charging because you're too scared to get your money. You're too scared to ask them for money for that email, asking for money if they want you faxed out one page or something like that. You're too scared to ask them for the money. Heck, go to FedEx, they're going to charge them. Why can't you? Why shouldn't you? We had a lady before, and this is the true story, where we went out of the way to help her fax some paperwork from our office to this requesting agency. She gave us a bad review because the number she gave us, that receiving end was not receiving the faxes. For some reason, the line was disconnected, and we shared it with her. And we didn't charge her. We're trying to be nice, but we still got a bad review because our machine wasn't working. And she was right there hearing what's going on. That was the learning experience. And thanks to her, now we're getting paid. We have a certain price. Write this down for the first page. And we ain't talking pennies, nickels, and dimes, folks. We ain't taking change. That's gone. If it's not paper, we ain't going to talk about it. If it's not $1 bill or $2 bills for the first page, you're talking to the wrong person. They should be going to some other place and getting it done themselves. But they don't want to do that. It takes them too much time, inconvenience, and they want you to inconvenience yourself without paying you for that service. Let's keep it real, folks. If you're not charging for these additional services, you're losing money, and your customers can take advantage of you, and your business reputation, sour, because word getting around, they can take advantage of you. Especially if you're brand new. You're going to feel so guilty not having all these answers for them because they're too lazy to check themselves. Heck no. Ask what Big J would do. Tell them what they need to know. Share with them your prices. Stick with your prices, and don't feel bad about it because this is what you determine to help you keep your business open. They don't care if your business fails. Not at all. They don't care. They want this stuff done as cheap as possible, but best as possible. You know what, doctor? I want you to go ahead and do this surgery on my arm because I broke my arm and stuff. I want you to fix it and everything. Well, I saw on YouTube it can be done in a real cheap way. So I'm going to pay you a lower rate. I want you the best you can to save my arm. Yes, it's hanging down by the skin, but I want you to fix it. I'm paying the YouTube rate. So it's all video you can follow and save myself X amount of dollars. It's not going to happen, folks. It's not going to happen. Nothing I'm going to share with you here, and I'm going to keep this real. You need to start investing in your education for your business. You need to start investing into your presentation of your business online. If you don't have more than 5 platforms on the website, on the internet, you're not going to be too successful online. I'm referring to things like Google My Business. I'm referring to things like Yahoo Business Directory. I'm referring to social media sites. I'm referring to websites. That's just a scratching on the surface. There's tons of platforms out there. You should be putting your business out there and managing. Well, you're going to say, what's too many locations to manage all the time? Get the right tools where from one location, it can manage all that for you through one platform. It does exist. Get involved with association, the National Life Skin Association. We know we're the best out there to get more of your questions answered. Be among other people in your same situation who's brand new, who may be in it for 6 months, who may be in it for a year, who might try to scale to have multiple locations. All those folks are part of our association. Network within the association. Get some tips. Join forces. Another thing is I'm going to talk to you about. Everybody wants to do mobile fingerprinting. I understand that. We wrote the book on it. That's just the truth. Yet, you're being told by your customers what to charge them. You're going to say, okay, if I be a notary and I'm doing a long dark signing agency, they're going to pay me $80 to $100 some odd dollars, on the low end of hundreds, to go way out there and come way back and do the tough customer for a little bit of money. Yes, that's said a little bit. And you're going to have the same mindset when you do mobile services for your fingerprinting on a live scan device, on ink cards. No. We had calls in the past, years ago, being a notary, say, hey, we're going to pay you $90, $100 to go X amount of miles, do a notarization for somebody. And we told them, heck no. We have a minimum fee just to step on the elevator. We don't care if it's notarization or fingerprinting, a minimum fee. If they don't meet that minimum fee threshold, they're talking to the wrong people. That's just the minimum fee, not the rate we're going to charge them. You need to take in consideration where you're going, what time you're going, how long's the route you're going to be up there driving up, how long it's going to take you to get back, how long you're going to stay out there, how many people will they be there in time? Are they going to pay you now or later on? Who's paying, the company or individuals? Or you have to wait a half hour? You have a wait fee? Are they going to pay by company personal check? Or they're going to lost their mind. I could go on and on about setting your pricing just for that by itself. And like I said, yes, we wrote the book on that. Let's keep this real, folks. Now, when you fingerprint people and sometimes they come together, two people come together for fingerprinting, do you want both of them jammed in your office whilst you fingerprint somebody else? Answer should be no. One should be sitting down some other place while you fingerprint the other person and get that person done. You don't want all those folks grouped around you while you're trying to fingerprint. That's messing up your game. Think about it. You don't want that. Now, I have a lot of things to share, folks, but I'm going to leave this one here. I want you guys to think about it. You need to have a game plan. I don't care if you're 1 day old, 6 months old, 5 years old in the business, or even think about starting a fingerprint business. You need to have a game plan. You need to have your own live scan blueprint. What I'm going to do in the morning, because right now is the evening where I'm taking this video, I'll put something out on the internet for a limited time only to help you navigate through the early starts of starting a fingerprint business. Okay, I'm going to call it the live scan blueprint. Okay, why not? It's simple. It's going to come a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of perks, but this is a limited time only. There will be some type of payment plan or as a discount if you pay everything up front.